Morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. Today, we're going to go over everything that's kind of come out with the patch. We also have a couple solo strategies for the brutal multi-raids that are going on. Let's go ahead and dig in. All right, everybody. So the patch notes coming out this week, pretty bare bones, I would say. Lots of things going on, but like not many at the same time. We do have the updated daily purchase bonus this week. Important things to know here. You do have Final Fantasy 15 UR Mind Spheres for the second one. I would definitely do this. If you have a Final Fantasy 15 unit, it's one of the best ways to optimize your maxing of these units. Also make sure while you're all here that you go to your tokens and you put in your item sell price up. It is the beginning of a new month, and you are going to need to do this. I know if you're like me, you forget, and then the next thing you know, you are, up fucking Schitt's Creek, and we're not talking the Canadian television show right now, so make sure you do that. Of course, Aranea shards are going to be on the Hammerhead Outskirts mission. And I just realized I completely spoiled my pull video because Aranea's right here. Fun fact, if you click on Aranea, she does this crazy pose where she leans over and you can look at her chest. It may be the most inappropriate. Here it comes. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Just keep that in mind, okay? In terms of the shop, we have a lot. By a lot, I mean nothing really going on. We have the early winter 2021 deluxe shop. Nothing in here is really going to be of value to you. Maybe if you need 40 select UR Mind Sphere shards, you can get the Blossom of Paradise. Oh my God, you guys stop making fun of my suddenly she's a must pull now. In terms of events going on, we do have Aranea's Spear, which I would not recommend Aranea's Spear. I think if you are running Aranea, you should be using Ice Lance all the way. If you do have the vision cards, the enhancement high difficulty quests will pop up here. If you don't have them, you can purchase them from the Raid Revival shop for 50,000 tokens. Etchery's quest is back as well. Dodge the Cat Claws and the Dragon's Whisker. Golden Blade and Golden Axe are back. I didn't realize that there was an EX2 of these, and it must have just like slipped my mind or something. So make sure you go get your free Golden Blade +3. They are weapons that are very easy to max, and they're going to be very good. If you are looking for the Raid Revival, it is going to be on the multi-screen. It's not going to be on the event screen because Raid Revival is a multi-only event. Also, don't forget that Guild Chamber is also upgraded and it's unlimited for the entire week. So if you don't know what you're going to be doing, farming the Guild Chamber is probably a good idea because you can see I have fucking 5 million guild in my name right now, and I will be farming that probably all week long. In terms of the Raid Boss Revival, there's actually some legitimate solo strategies this time around. You have high difficulty, which is going to be like the lower tier difficulty, which honestly, most people should probably farm on just because they can solo it quite reliably with a variety of units, and they are going to be able to get a reasonable amount of items, right? So it's like safe, you can put your macro on, you can auto it and solo it. High difficulty, I would say most people are going to be fine, and you can usually use, an element type advantage unit to clear that. Brutal difficulty, last time when we had Raid Boss Revival, we didn't have very many solo options. This time we actually do. So the 4 options, we have Diablos, Golem, Siren, and Two-Headed Dragon. And over the span of the last hour and a half while we've been testing different compositions, I have managed to solo every single one. The most reliable being Diablos and Siren. followed by Golem and Two-Headed Dragon right now. Two-Headed Dragon is probably the riskiest, I would say. So what compositions am I using, and what can you use to solo those Brutals? This says Elena, this is not Elena, but Summer Kilfay can probably solo Diablos the easiest. My Summer Kilfay is built with Smart Coat. This was actually Mesominx Summer Kilfay, Golden Axe +5, Odin, and the Rob VC. Also using bells. It's very important that you turn off specific abilities, so you do need to turn off her LB. It's important that you have acquired AP up and self-sacrifice. You do need to turn off Shield Breaker, Call of the Wild, so any buff that she might have. You need to turn off Constricting Cleave. You can leave Spirit Ward Mastery on, and then you can leave the rest of the abilities on. So you can leave, you know, Lupine Rend on, all of that. So that's my build for Summer Kilfay. You will notice that my Faith is 31. That was actually an accident, and she was still able to solo without bells. So we actually had 2 different solo attempts, one with bells, one without, because I didn't realize my Faith was so low. And she actually was able to bust it out. So shout out to Summer Kilfay. She did really good. And again, Meso wants to remind you to turn your LB off. I also know Neff in my chat did a different formation using Fenrir Vision Card, I believe, for magic resistance. So something to consider there as well. As we're looking at kind of other solos, let's talk about Siren. Soloing Siren is probably the easiest and most reliable. You can take Cloudin as long as you have Scorpion VC, Scorpion Esper, you're going to be fine. I put on the White Marshmallow because I was convinced that Siren was going to be Sleeping Cloud. People have told me that they have run it like 20 times and never had Cloud be slept. So I'm assuming you may actually be able to put like a crit damage plus piece of gear on here for him to clear this pretty easily. In terms of things that I have turned off, I have Mercenary and Nightblade. I pretty much have only Cross Slash turned off and Punisher. So those are kind of the only 2 big things. I also turned off Blade Burst. I left Infinity's End on because you actually have a reasonable chance of stunning Siren. And you want to kind of, Cloud doesn't really have any ways to increase his HP pool. So stunning is actually pretty important. In terms of Golem, this is my solo comp that I ran with Halloween Leela. Now with Halloween Leela, I did rely on a counter from her ability to proc, but I also didn't run with the most optimal setup. So you could probably optimize this a little bit more. Maybe with a Cure on, she'll be even better. But just keep that in mind. Another thing you want to consider, you may consider changing Shadowrunner to Shikuchi so that maybe she can get in range of the ads and one-shot more of them in one round. The other unit I would want to try here is Varouche. I think Varouche can actually probably reliably solo this. And I will do another video kind of going over all of my solo comps in detail. And showing you guys how to clear it. This is just kind of like first day, like I ran through and I wanted to show you guys the solo comps that we kind of tested out on stream here. Now, Oberon is and has soloed Two-Headed Dragon for me, but then his soloing kind of came to a stop. So Oberon was able to solo Two-Headed Dragon, but then I wasn't able to repeat it. So I have not found a reliable way to solo Two-Headed Dragon yet. I do believe there may be one out there. If you guys have one, put it down in the comment section down below. But definitely, you know, going to be lots of soloing going on. Lots of people have Leela. Lots of people have access to Summer Kilfay. You can also use Yuna to solo Diablos. I think that's a little bit less reliable than Summer Kilfay. But that is a possibility. Again, I think most people are just going to solo high difficulty and put their emulator on, you know, repeat and just bust that out. Is probably going to be the best way to max out those, you know, token farming expenditures. That's pretty much everything going on right now. It is a pretty slow week, I would say, which is okay because we have Endwalker coming out at the end of the week, which I will be streaming. So I look forward to seeing you guys doing that. And again, if you guys want to support me, you can subscribe to me. You can leave a comment. It makes my day when you guys leave a comment. Or you can use my affiliate link, dig.gs/coins. So thank you so much, everybody, and have a great rest of your night.